Not sure what that is, brother. I don't know who Jim Baker is. I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the live, my friend. And how are you? And thank you for stopping in. Oh, nice. This is apples and almond butter, apple crisp apples, and they're amazing. Um, it's just very light, you know. Very Wolf, Grand Rising, brother. Oh, nice. Glad for you to join us. How was your morning chores? These are it's apples, apple crisp, and almond butter with some blueberries and what have you. I eat meals. Same thing. Bro, what's good? No meat, my friend. No meat. I'm vegan. It's nice today, man. It's warming up. I'd venture to say like 60 Fahrenheit. These are so fresh. These apples are unbelievable. Super fresh. Um, North Carolina. Where are you guys from? And don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe to the channel if you feel called to. And I thank you everybody, man, for your comments on the videos and your kind words, man. I haven't responded yet, but I've seen some of the comments. And some of you have been just longtime supporters of the channel, and you know, it just really touches my heart to read the comments that you all post or share in the under the videos, you know. United States, brother. And I saw your comment, Gray Wolf, and thank you very much. Your words mean a lot, you know. And that just goes to show you how powerful words are. It also has like almonds in it too. Michigan, huh? How's the weather in Michigan? Ryan, you're Daren also? 2 R's? Mine's 1 R. Um, how's everybody doing on this Sunday, man? I'm not calling it anything. It's just apples and almond butter with some granola. Um, almond granola. It has almonds in it and just kind of a mixture of nuts. And, I just kind of mixed it with some apples. Why are we saying pause, Ryan? What are we pausing for? Yeah, the almond butter is good. See, look. It's right there. And then see, there's some almond nuts in here. See? The granola has like kind of a mixture of that in it. And then yeah, there's apples underneath the almond butter. See? They're apple crisp, which are really fresh and good. Oh, okay. So how's everybody doing on this beautiful Sunday? Because it is beautiful. Before we get into it, when we talk about positivity, Argentina, wow. What's the weather like in Argentina today? Damn, I've never been there. I would like to go. Yeah, like pause, like you pause. Yeah, like you slow down, so to speak. Yeah, but some people are using it like for like the one person said like childish ways. You came back. Well, welcome back. Welcome back, and tap that like button and subscribe to the channel, y'all. I'll just tell you what, man. Right now, with the things that are going on the planet right now, just for all of us, it really is important that we just help each other, man, and we're kind to each other. A lot of people are stressed out and overwhelmed, and they don't have faith, they don't trust in God, they don't trust in Jesus, they don't trust in anything. They just believe that they're doing everything, and they're not. And I talked about this yesterday, and if you didn't get the opportunity to watch it, watch the replay from yesterday, because I spoke big about um, we have free will and choice, but it's very little. The free will and choice that we do have is choosing whatever we want to choose. So if our soul's leading us one way and we choose another, that's our choice. You know, we have the choice to resist where we're being guided, what we're being guided to eat, what we're being guided to do. That's the aspect of free will. Yeah, well, that's everybody, man. We've all, if we're here right now and we're grown people, we've all gone through that. I mean, I've gone through that for 47 years, but I've changed. I've learned that how I show up is how that's going to be reflected back. So it's like if I put kindness out, then others are going to show me kindness. If I put hate out, then others are going to show me hate. That's how it works. That's the way the universe works. That's the secret of the universe. Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I didn't grow up on social media. So I honestly I appreciate you saying that because you're right. And I mean I part of my adulthood part well yeah, I would say probably in my 20s. That's when it really started. I mean, I was born in I was in the 70s, early late 70s. So I'm 47 now. Figure you can figure out the math. Um, I mean, we started to get like dial up and things of that nature. I don't know when MySpace came around. That was probably the first social media that we had, MySpace, and but not to the extent that people are now. Yeah, nobody's turning the other cheek, man. It's about like giving kindness out. It's about being kind to others. And when you put out kindness, you get it back. When you put out love, you get it back. When you put out hate and anger, you get it back. So it's where are you focusing your attention? That doesn't mean you're turning your eye to it, your cheek to it, you know? That just means that you choose to put out different, you know, a different way of being into the world. And then that's what you get back. Um, and I think if more people, no matter what they went through, because I'm gonna tell you what, that's the one thing that Jesus did. He was able to see things through the lens of the pain that someone's in, not the act they're committing. He's able to see things through the eye, the lens and the eyes of love. No one said that, but Ryan, here's the thing though. What are your thoughts? Because you could be still a good person, but having negative thoughts, having bad thoughts. And the way that it works is your thoughts create your reality. So what are you thinking on a daily basis? Now you could be the most amazing person in the world, but what are you focusing your thoughts on all the time? Right? Because what your thoughts what I mean by your thoughts create your reality, the things that you think you attract. So you could be the most amazing, heartfelt, good person, but if your thoughts are not in that, and that's the one thing, like I said, they don't teach us, you know? And what a lot of people do and what I did majority of my life until I started doing breath work and other things is I sat and focused my attention on the problems that I had and just continued to ruminate on it. It was like a broken record in my head. I didn't just let it like rise up and rise out, like observe it. I actually focused my attention on it. So that's what, so yes, you don't know what somebody's thinking in their head all the time and why those things are being attracted to them. Yeah, man, that's, you know, You see, you know the circle of life, man. It's giving and receiving. It's true, though. We weren't taught these things, Ryan. We were lied to. Because, listen, man, at the end of the day, they know that our attention is the most powerful thing we have. And whatever you're focusing your attention on, you're going to create in your reality. And we have to drop the victim mentality of, you did this to me, I did this to you. Everything is happening for our highest and greatest good. It happened for us to learn, to grow, to evolve, to expand. Again, not many want to accept that. You know, and when you're still in that lower level of consciousness where you believe everything is happening to you, of course, because it's not. There's no mistakes here on this earth. It's about taking ownership and responsibility for your thoughts and what you're thinking. And people don't want to take that time. It's not easy to do. It's not easy to pay attention to the thoughts you're having and you know, and be like, no, I'm not gonna give that thought energy, because everything is energy. And I'll give a really good example. This maybe can be a better understanding of it. It's like, if everybody stops going to a store or a restaurant, what happens to that restaurant or that store? It closes down because no more energy is being given to it. It's the same goes for everything else. It goes for your thoughts. It goes for stores shutting down. It goes for restaurants shutting down. The less energy we give the government, the medical systems, the financial systems, what is going to happen? They're collapsing. They're falling apart because our attention holds everything together. So the more people that give something attention, the more that thing stays alive. You're keeping it alive. Not religious, but the best message I've ever seen was on a church sign saying happiness starts with gratefulness. Yes, it does, and I agree. And I'm not religious either. I'm spiritual. Well, yeah, but I've had that my entire life too, until like I started breath work, and until I started really like doing inner work, Ryan. And to be quite honest with you, man, yeah, it definitely, you have to really um, see, the thing with the anxiety is, and this is the one thing that we weren't taught either, is the anxiety just wants to be seen. It's like little kids in the back of the bus screaming. And if you, so it's like they want the attention, the anxiety. There's something that you're ignoring that wants your attention. It wants to be seen. So because you're ignoring whatever it is, it just gets louder, and that's in the form of anxiety. And a lot of things I've noticed, until you actually go through something or push through it, like essentially like a fear, then it doesn't go away. And a lot of people don't want to get out of their comfort zone. And they stay in the comfortability, or they're complacent, or they don't want to be uncomfortable in the. Oh wait, I'm saying it the wrong way. I apologize. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to collect what they want me to say. What is currently occurring, and what has been occurring on the planet for forever, is we don't want to be uncomfortable, and in order for us to be comfortable, we have to be uncomfortable in the we have to learn to be comfortable in the uncomfortable, if I'm saying it right. You guys know what I'm talking about, man. um, oh yeah, David Hawkins. I have many of his books, man. Work helped me heal my PBD. I didn't realize how much energy was behind those thought patterns. Yes, that's exactly the same for me. And until you step back and you observe, those thoughts are going to have so much energy, and it takes a lot of energy work and healing and all kinds of things to diffuse the energy behind the thoughts, and then the thoughts just become like so big and so powerful because you've given them so much power. We're all different, man. But yes, we're all one and connected. But yes, we're all different at the same time. Um, hey, man, don't do like. I'm not sure what you mean, Ron. Yeah, I mean, it's not only that, man. It's also sitting, Ryan, and observing. Can you sit with those feelings? Because here's the thing. Again, we've been taught to distract, and as men, we have been taught to um, essentially avoid the emotions and feelings. Like, no, you can't feel. You're a man. You're not able to cry. Like, cry it out. Scream if you have to. You know, get a pillow and like hit the ground with the pillow. You know, like you're having a pillow fight. Move the energy because listen, man, at the end of the day, anxiety and all these things that we feel are just energy and they just want to move in the body. They're stuck because we have not learned how to move it. And I'm teaching you this stuff is like nuggets, golden nuggets, man. Whatever you're listening on here, go back and watch this live because, man, you don't learn this stuff. They don't teach you any of this stuff, man. Get every day, Ryan, move your body, dance, put on some music and dance, move your body. Every morning when you wake up, move your body, dance. Your energy just wants to be moved in the body. And I'm not going to say that's the end all be all, but it will definitely help. When you think about the story of who I am supposed to be, I end up leaving. But who are you supposed to be? Breath work. I mean, you could go on our YouTube channel if you're not subscribed to it already. There's a lot of things explaining about breath work. It's different breathing type of techniques, like, and you could search it up on YouTube. Me and Luna do breathwork classes, and we do it in our school membership platform, and we also have classes that we offer. You know, and we do breathwork where people can come and breathe and release trauma and move energy, and you know, people have all kinds of experiences. They cry, their body convulses, like all different kinds of things. Um, it's just the body stores everything, and it needs to move. And again, we weren't taught all these things. So these are simpler ways to do it than sitting in a therapy session for 30 years, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, let me tell you what. I'm glad you found our channel. Please subscribe. And I want to tell you, I've been doing breath work for every single day, no joke, for like 3 to 4 years, if not longer. I think even longer than that, since like 2017 or 2016. actually. And I'm certified in conscious circular breathing, which is a form of breathing where you breathe through the sympathetic nervous system. And that's where all the trauma is stored. And the longer you do it, the more trauma you release. And to the point where I've gotten to the point where I breathe now to stuff that is present now versus breathing through things that are like 10 years ago or 15, 20 years ago that may have happened to me, or even as a child. I've been doing it so long every single day that I breathe with current events, and that's the thing that we're, again, another thing that we're, yeah, man, I got a lot of tips on, I'm going to tell you what, since me and Luna started this channel 2 years ago, there's thousands of lives I've done on here. And I've done breath work on here. As I said, if anyone's interested, again, I don't do this. Don't think I'm trying to sell you anything, man. But if you want to help yourself, again, we've started a membership platform. It's called On School, and you can find it on our website at darenandluna.com. And you can read all about all the stuff we do. And there's breathwork stuff on there as well that you can read through and watch videos and things. We're on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. And our school membership is $26 a month, $26 US dollars. And we do live streams. We do on Zoom. We have community. We have thousands of activations on there to support you on your journey that we've done. I'm talking thousands. We brought it over from Patreon to school. It's called Daren and Luna's New Earth School. And there's so much on there. We have light language activations. We have crystalline soul healing. This is all stuff that would support you and help you. You don't have to. You can if you want to. You could check it out. You could look into everything on our website. Do whatever you want. We do private 2-on-1 sessions. We do really cheap. We were doing free breathwork classes too for a while. We will be doing those again soon. We were offering to the public free breath work. We were doing free Kundalini activations. We were doing free crystalline soul healing. Well, no, not the crystalline soul healing, but we were doing light language. Kundalini activations and breath work free. We were doing it for a while every week. So if you feel called, go to our website and sign up for our free newsletter. Put your email and your name in, and you'll get notified when we have more classes that we do for free and stuff of that nature and what we're changing, and you just follow us. So just go to darenandluna.com and follow us. Sign up for the free newsletter and join us on all social media platforms at Daren and Luna. We're on TikTok, and we post tons of content all the time. And I go live almost every day. So I'm here to help, and Luna's here to help. And that's what we came here to do. We're here to serve humanity. And essentially, the New Earth School is all about remembering who you are, why you're here, what you came here to do. And let me tell you what, me and Luna, I went through anxiety my entire life, just about. And nothing was helping me until I found breath work. And I'm not just saying it to sell it. We're not even doing any classes at this moment. I'm actually going through a training that's going to take over a year to finish. That's going to be a new level of breath work. It's going to be like somatic and all kinds of stuff. We want to open a center, an actual center, a school where we can teach kids and adults how to use their gifts and their abilities, their intuition, help them with anxiety, depression, all kinds of things. Whoa. So we have a lot of plans in the works. Is breathwork done because it helps move energy, as energy is in the underlying mechanisms behind life? It does that, but it also gets you to breathe properly. Because again, most people, and why people have anxiety, I'm 38. Damn, I missed what Ryan said. He said he's 38 years old. See, here's the thing, why most people too have anxiety and depression Yeah, I'm 38 and the trauma's seeping to this. Yeah, it's only going to get more and more, Ryan. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's like the light on the planet is forcing us to look at our shadows. So you really have to start doing the work, because it's going to be forced, like it was forced upon me in 2017, because I suppressed everything. It came to the surface, and let me tell you what, man, you can't hide from it, from alcohol, from drugs, from nothing. Um, it's you can't, from distractions, from you know, television, distracting from other humans. You got to really do the work, man. It is no joke anymore. Like, it's a serious thing. Like, people take it as a joke, but let me tell you what, man. If the universe steps in and kind of smacks you across the head with a 2x4, you don't want that to happen. Believe me when I tell you. I've been there and done that. 2017, man, everything that I suppressed came through like 1,000 miles an hour, like a floodgate, blew open. Everything I was dusting under the rug for like 20 something years came to the surface, and it was no joke. And I was having physical things. I was going through a dark night of the soul. I was seeing people as like souls walking around. I mean, I was like, I don't know, coming in and out of dimensions. I was really going through it. Like, and I don't want to say anybody's going to do that. And I hope that I can assist you, and Luna can assist you on this channel to avoid that, because it's merely you listening. And the problem is, we don't listen because we have so much distractions. So we cannot decipher the difference between our soul and our ego and what they call like the judge, so to speak. Yeah, I went through like another one in 2022. I went through Kundalini awakenings. I went through I went through an awakening at 7 years old, and I was awake walking around in this planet, like completely, like I kind of still do, but it's a lot easier now than it was then, where, you know, you feel like you're the only one here, like no one is going through what you're going through, you know? But getting back to the breath work, why people have a lot of anxiety and why is because they need to rewire their nervous system. They need to rewire their neural pathways in their brain. And through breath work, you can do that. So also, most people breathe wrong. Most people shallow breathe, and you mouth breathe. And if you pay close attention and you notice when you're like when you're in like some sort of confrontation, you hold your breath, and that's why you're reactive. So if you can start, and I have a tip for you all, man. For I forgot his name now. I think it was Robert. If I'm not mistaken. I think it was Robert. Oh, Ryan. I'm sorry, Ryan. I have a suggestion which you guys can try. And you too, AJDY Nasty. I think it's Nastily or something like that. You were talking about attention previously. What is the link between attention and love? Well, let me just mention, because you were talking about the breath work. What I can suggest you try, and anybody watching, even that has anxiety is when you're in the future. And again, we've been conditioned and programmed to plan for the future, plan for the 10-year plan for 5-year plan. When you're present, when you're here and now and you're focusing on your breath, you don't have anxiety. You don't even have fear running through your body. We're meant to be in the present moment, in the here and now. And the more you can retrain your body to be in the present moment through the breath, the less and less and less anxiety you will notice. The less and less depression, because depression is if you're in the past. and anxiety is if you're in the future. And these are two things that they've taught us to do and be in. And you have to retrain yourself. You have to retrain yourself to retrain yourself to be present, to be in the here and now. And the way you retrain yourself is through the breath. So what I suggest you do is try this. Like, walk around, take a walk in your neighborhood, place your hand on your chest and just breathe in and breathe out and focus on your breath. Just like this. And you don't need to specially breathe in and out. You just can just let your breath rise and fall. Just walk around. And just, Jeremy, what's good, brother? How you doing, man? Welcome to the live. Happy Sunday, brother. Tap the like button, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. So you just go like this. You just put your hand on your chest and just breathe in and breathe out normally. You don't need to specially breathe. You just breathe normally. And I'm telling you what, when I do that, and I actually legitimately, which I'm always focusing on my breath, you don't think about the things you have to do in an hour or tomorrow. You don't think about the past. You don't think about anything but right here and right now. Yes, just keeping attention on the breath. And the more and more you do that, I tell you what, man, if you do that for like a week and you pay attention throughout the day, all the time, and you correct yourself, the moment you're like mouth breathing, boom, come back to your breath, because you don't want to be just randomly mouth breathing. That's called shallow breathing usually. And that brings you into the sympathetic nervous system, which is where all the trauma is stored. You feel like, I just tried it, I feel good doing it. Yes, yeah, exactly. And I'm telling you, I had panic attacks, man. I had the worst anxiety you could imagine, man. Like, pretty much majority of my life. Social anxiety, everything, man. And let me tell you what, man, it's taken me years, but I'm giving you the tips so it doesn't take you years. You know, and if you want more of this, man, come join us in our school platform for $26 a month for two of us, me and Luna. You know, two practitioners where we're doing prayer circles, we're doing singing, drumming circles, we're doing community where we all get together and talk about like-minded things and meet people around the world. We're doing a lot of things in there. So join us if you want even more. And you can find it at our website at darenandluna.com. Just try it. Just try it with me right now. But don't force the breath in and out. Just breathe normally. And if you don't do it normally, by you just placing your hand on your chest or on your heart, will remind you to focus on the breath. So if you're even washing dishes, focus on your breath. If you're walking in the neighborhood, focus on your breath. I'm going to start my 28th year with this as an hourly practice. Oh, that's awesome, man. I mean, hey, man, I hope and pray that you find peace, because you will. It's all in the breath. It's all in the breath, man. Why do you think this tool is within us? The one tool, right, that they don't teach us how to use is inside us. You got to believe that God and the creators of these bodies intentionally did it so that you have the one tool that no matter what chaos you're experiencing, no matter what you're experiencing, and not to mention, another key thing to note is if you are having anxiety, majority of the time, You're not in your body. You're not grounded. You're not centered in your body. And that's why you notice like a lot of people with anxiety, like I used to be, they're all over the place and you're looking around and you can't look someone in the eyes because you're not grounded. You're outside. You're floating outside your body. And so most people with anxiety are all over the place, how I used to be. And you're overwhelmed and you're like, you know, you can't like, you're just trying to find like, because you're outside the body, your soul is floating outside the body. Yeah, well, that, you know what? You can fully rewire your nervous system just breathing this way. And make sure you're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make sure you're not just breathing through your mouth, because when you breathe through your mouth, as I said, you're not breathing into the parasympathetic, which is the calm and balanced and peaceful state. You're breathing into the sympathetic nervous system, which is constantly bringing up trauma, because that's where the trauma is stored for the most part. So, like I said, man, and even you could periodically take deep breaths in too. If you even just try with me right now. Let's do three breaths in, okay? We'll do one in, one out, one in, one out, one in, one out, okay? But they're deep. Make them deep, okay? No, man, never. You didn't, brother. You don't think that way, man, because what you think, you create, okay? You didn't. And it's repairable. It always is. Everything is, man. If you call God in, anything is possible. And I don't mean it in a religious way. Bring God in, man. God will heal anything. And there's a reason you went through this, brother. Because you're meant, and there's a reason that you're 4 months sober, because you're meant to teach others, man. That's why we go through these things, man. So we can come out on the other side and help others. So what I suggest you do, put your hand on your chest. Let's just breathe 3 in and 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out, 1 in, 1 out. But make them deep, okay? So let's do it. Everybody, if you're not driving, if you're not operating a heavy machinery or anything like that, and you're sitting down or laying down, that's all perfect. And let's just close our eyes for a moment and just breathe in and breathe out 3 times, okay? And deep in and deep out. And if you could slow the exhale, okay? As slow as you can make the exhale, because that's important to bring you even more relaxed, okay? So let's breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And breathe in and breathe out. And let's just take a moment to like reacclimate. And now just come back to your normal breath. So make sure you're breathing in through your nose, and make sure you're not breathing just in through your mouth and out through your mouth. You want to be breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, or in through your nose and out through your nose. A lot of people, as I said, have been mouth breathing their entire life like I was. And when you're mouth breathing, you start to shallow breathe, which activates your sympathetic nervous system, which activates anxiety and depression. And when you can change your breathing habits, you'll then breathe through this parasympathetic nervous system, which is the calm state, the relaxed state. And the more you can activate that, the less you'll be in survival mode. The less you'll be running around like a chicken with your head cut off. So if you can put your hand on your chest as often as you can and just focus your attention on your breath, you will notice a difference very quickly, that you're not in the future and you're not in the past anymore. You're right here and right now, which is all that matters. So how did that feel for everybody? We've been taught to be in survival our entire life. Well, try that. Do that throughout your day, and even do it before you go to bed. Spend like 5 minutes. Spend like 5 minutes before you go to bed. Put a timer on and just breathe. See, that's what I mean. Like we've been taught just to stay busy and distract. And listen, man, God wants you to take your power back. God wants you to do this. You found this live for a reason. It's a message and a sign from the universe, man, that you have the ability and opportunity to change right now. And you can change it by spending time in stillness. I spoke about this numerous times on many lives, how religion does not tell you to be in stillness. You go to church, you go to temple, they never talk about sitting in stillness and just listening and breathing and focusing on your breath. Because they know that you'll connect to source, you'll connect to God. They don't want you to. They want us to stay in like states of anxiety and depression, because they know that you can be easily controlled. And I'm going to tell you what, man, Loop, I think it's Loop or Louie. You got a big purpose here, brother. And you subbed to this channel for a reason. And you made this live for a reason, because your soul brought you here. And there's no mistakes, man. You just got to take your power back. Yeah, well, it happens, and I don't really care, to be honest, Louis. It's going to happen as we grow, and that's okay. You know what? They're on the channel for a reason, and their soul led them here. It's just the resistance that they have as a human against it to, put up this like tough guy persona and, what have you. And it's all good, man. I've gone through 40 something years of bullying and all kinds of stuff, and it doesn't faze me anymore. I'm doing God's work. Your channel is helpful. I can't. Yeah. And when you choose to do God's work, man, He protects you. There's nothing to fear. Yeah, well, God wants us to step in our power, man, and stop giving our power away and playing victim and being like, poor me mentality. Like, we are so strong and so powerful, and we all came here to be a part of this massive shift in human consciousness that we're all going through, the Great Awakening. And if you want to be here for the Golden Age, you got to stand in your power. You got to know who the F you are. Yeah, well, that's, there's reasons behind it. There's no mistakes. You know what I mean? There's no mistakes. And you're still here. Well, you can't change people, man. They have to learn and want to change for themselves, They have to want to change for themselves. We can't change anybody. But when you're ready, you found this channel because you're ready. Tyson, what's good, brother? Yes, I totally expect the Golden Age, man. We're all going to live in harmony and balance and community and oneness, and we're going to help each other, and we're going to have abundance for all, more than you could even imagine. None of that is even mattering anyways. As we elevate consciousness, we don't need stuff anymore, man. We don't need shit anymore. It's all about us wanting to get to that enlightened state. Yeah, man, and it's coming. And we're getting very, very close, man. And that's why a lot of you are feeling a lot of anxiety and everything else, because what's going on the planet. God is reigning over us. And I'm not just saying this, man. It's the truth. We're needing to reconnect to source. And a lot of us are going through these things so that we come back to God. We come back to source. But yes, there is a golden age. We're heading into it as we speak. All the medical systems, the financial systems, the food that we're eating, all this stuff that's been going on, the poisoning of the foods, and the greed and manipulation is all changing hands to finally come back to us. Yeah, they are, Louis, 1000%. And the dark, this is what has been going on, okay? The dark's been up here and the light's been down here, and we are of the light, and we've been a minority. And now it's switching hands, and the light is coming up here, and we're winning. And the dark is so far down here because humanity is realizing what they've been doing to us, realizing that we haven't been free, and now we know we can be free. So the light is up here now, and we're not a minority anymore because we're growing in numbers, because more and more people, millions, are waking up to realize the truth of who they are, to also realize that there's more to life than they've been told. No, it's not. But that's the whole thing, man. They want you to believe that. Stop listening to the mainstream media, man. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the NEWS. Stop listening to those mainstream things. They're lying to you. Okay? You got to open your eyes and listen to God leading you to different places. You gotta listen to the different signs. We're gonna go through a dark patch. There's no lie about that. Okay? But if you're not attached to it, you do this breathing technique we just did together, and you do it daily, you'll see how much stronger you feel. You'll see how much more empowered you feel, and you won't, and you'll be more in your power to bring God in, and God's just waiting. Your angels and guides are just waiting for you to bring them in and ask for help. Again, another thing that we've been lied to and conditioned to not ask for help. It's weak to ask for help. And Lindsay, what's good? Welcome to the live. Haven't seen you in a while. No, man, you got to surrender to God. Exactly. And Tyson, it's not easy, but it's possible. I've been drinking for about 7 years. It is possible, man. I drank my entire life almost. I smoked weed. I did ecstasy. I did acid. I did pretty much everything. And I was addicted to sugars and chocolates and pornography, and I had to pretty much let go of it all. I had to, at different times, fast from everything. I just did a 5-day fast last week. I had to. How do you surrender to God? You say, God, please take this from me. Please take this drinking habit that I have from me. It no longer serves me. Please help me with this. What do I do? Show me the signs. Give me signs. Give me God winks. Give me messages. And then here's the surrendering part. You've got to let go. You've got to not judge yourself when you pick up a drink. You've got to not judge yourself as to how long it's going to take for it to happen, because it could be a year or two before God removes it from your life, because there might be an experience that you need to go through. But you have to just let go and follow what God is leading you to do. That's the key. You cannot be in resistance. You have to follow. God may tell you to go do this. Hey, YouTube, I need you to go get a massage. I need you. And you're like, how in the hell has this got to do anything with what I'm doing and what I asked you for? You can't argue with it. You have to follow and listen to the signs and the messages as God is leading you. And you don't know, maybe you're going to go, he's going to guide you to a massage. And that massage, you're going to meet somebody. And that person's going to recommend you to somebody. You don't know why and what the reasonings God has and the messages that he has and why he's giving you those messages to do. But you have to listen, and you have to not put up resistance, not kick and fight. That's surrender. Basically, put up your hands, say, God, I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do. I'm ready to let this drinking habit go, and I will do whatever you tell me to do. And then you have to be obedient and do whatever God says for you to do. And that could be like, oh, you got to move across the country. You got to do this. You got to do that. Well, you got to listen with, in fact, no resistance whatsoever. That's surrender. And oh, really? Yeah, I love this screen. These are one of the hoodies that we're going to be selling on the YouTube store very, very soon. So you just may be able to cop one of these, Vladimir, and welcome to the live. I know I missed a lot of people's comments. I'm sorry, but I'm involved in it and things not. I like positivity, but I am sort of realist too. I don't know what part you're referring to, Lindsay, but I mean, juiced, I don't know what you're referring to, but okay. God is in you. Charity is very important, and that is not judgment. We got this in love. We do. There's enough of us on the planet that are anchoring in the light, and we're flipping the script on these dark energies and these dark forces, and they're no longer going to have a hold on us any longer. You grew up, Louis, you grew up Jehovah Witness. I'm not in it no more, but I believe it. And if you guys anyone feels called, there's a thank you button that you can donate anything you want if you feel called to. You don't have to, I'm just putting it out there. If anybody feels called to support me in Luna's mission, whatever that is, it's appreciated. And if there's nothing and you just want to hit the like button and subscribe, that's amazing also, and welcomed as well. And go to our website at www.darenandluna.com and sign up to the newsletter. And you get notified when we have free events and we have paid events and we have whatever we do. There is a tiny bit of stuff holding me back from fully surrendering, but I never know what or why. Well, ask God. Ask God to help you with you struggling with fully surrendering. God is waiting for you to develop a daily practice, a daily relationship with Him, to communicate. And it goes the same for your guides and your angels and your higher self. God's waiting for you to develop a daily practice. I gotta see what time it is actually. Hold up. Oh, it's almost close to when I have to go. I'm going to be sitting with God for the next, once it turns 11, for about 20 minutes or so. You got to develop a daily practice. You have to set a practice aside every single day to sit with God, to call God in, to call Jesus, to call your angels, your guides, whoever that be, a daily practice. They're waiting for you to create and cultivate a practice daily. Okay? There's a lot of things, as I said, we allow these distractions in the world to take us away from our connection with God. Okay? That means, be it sex, be it porn, be it sugar, be it gaming, be it YouTube, be it social media, everything is a distraction and takes you away from God. So the one thing, like I said, they don't teach you in religion is stillness, sitting in stillness. And everybody says, well, I don't have time, but you got time to put on the news. You got time to play a video game. You got time to have sex. You got time to, hang out with your friends. You got time for all these worldly things, but not time to give to the Creator. Right? It's crazy, man. We got time to drink. We got time to, our addictions of chocolate. And like I said, we'll sit and watch a pornography video for however long it takes, right? But we don't have time to put God first, right? And cultivate that relationship. He wants you to cultivate the relationship. And then when you start doing that, He's going to put you through tests to test your faith and how much you believe in what He has to say. And how much do you doubt it, right? So you're going to be put through these tests of testing your faith and your trust in Him. And He's going to put you through them, Sitting in stillness and silence is such a bigger challenge to... Yeah, well, you start with little bits, right? I know he is, Louis. He is. But if it's hard, Vladimir, you got to break a habit. And then the more you do it, the more easy it becomes. It's everything you do. It's like, it's not easy to put down a piece of chocolate when you're addicted to it. It's not easy to put down a drink when you're addicted to alcohol, right? But it's not easy to fast for 5 days, right? And fight against the hunger and fight against the different things, right? It's not easy to do, but God wants us to do it. God wants us to break these worldly habits that are keeping us away from the connection to Him. That's why so many of us are going through withdrawals of some sort. We're going through phases where we have to fast. We're going through phases where we're breaking up with someone that maybe was fueling your addiction. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these different things are things we need to do and go through to let go of these worldly things that are keeping us from our connection to God. It's okay if you guys don't believe in God or anything at all. It's okay. But take time to sit with yourself. Yes, you don't have to. You don't have to believe in anything, honestly. But stillness is key, man. I mean, there is nothing more powerful and potent. And so many people want to let go of all these different things. And they're like, annoyed that they have anxiety, or they're annoyed that they have depression, or they're annoyed that they have an addiction to a certain thing, but they don't want to take the time to sit in stillness. That's when you're going to get, and you're going to hear the messages clearly. You're going to hear them clearly. Hello, everyone. God always is free but will. Yes, there is no judgment of what is good or bad. Everything is a choice. Everyone is allowed to choose what resonates. The challenging part is when you know it. Yes. Thank you, Luna. Welcome, Luna, to the live. Appreciate you, girl. Luna's here. Everybody wave hello to her. Say hello. I hope this stuff is resonating with you all. God definitely was speaking through me. I'll tell you that. Life is a shorter journey. Make sure it is worth it. Yes, Vladimir, 1000%. You are yes. It's okay if you guys. Oh, okay. That's not the. Take Job, for instance. He was blameless, and yet for God still. Yeah, I mean, exactly. No, you know what? I have to say what Nubs is saying. Yes, I mean that's part of being tested. You know, he knew that you wouldn't, but there's a possibility you could because you have free will and choice. Yeah, we got some new subscribers, y'all. So Luna, we got some new subscribers up in here. Thank you, everybody, man. I am so grateful, man. I'm gonna be heading out of here. So if you guys could, you know, tap the like button 3 more times, so that we could get to 20 likes. That would be really great and really appreciated. And if you feel like tapping the thank you button and donating something to me and Luna's and our mission, that would be even greater. But if you don't, that's okay too. Tapping the like button and subscribing is just as good. And we greatly appreciate anything and any and all support, at all, you know. Oh wow, Louis, thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot, man. You guys are so beautiful. You guys have touched my heart today a lot. As I get ready to end this live, you guys have touched my heart with all the kind words that you have said about me, and I am just beyond words, beyond grateful, beyond thankful, for the opportunity to serve you all, man. You know, I have definitely been through a challenging life myself, and you know, I'm here to show you that there is light on the other side, like you see light on my beard. Welcome, subscribers, and blessings to you all. Bye, Daren, and everyone who's been here chatting. Send you all so much love and light. Right back at you, Loon. And yeah, we aren't religious. We are spiritual. Yes, we are. And no judgment if you are religious, if you're spiritual, if you're in between, if you're upside down. It doesn't matter. If you're backwards, if you're forwards, it doesn't matter. We still love you. No judgment here. We respect you all. I'm just slow. You know, yeah, exactly, man. You know, Yeah, I always do, right? Well, listen, I mean, let's be real, let's be real. I appreciate you all, man. Louis, thank you. Um, I'm grateful for you as well. And, thank you everybody, man. Thank you everybody. You guys are amazing, man. I get to leave this live on Sunday to start my week off in such a positive light, man. So thank you everybody. Yeah, man. Always. I will always do that. So I love you all, man, from the bottom of my heart. I gotta head out of here. Gotta warm up my computer to get on Zoom to sit with God. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Take care of yourselves and each other. And you have a fantastic day. Put your hand on your chest and follow your breath. Focus on your breath, Louis, Vladimir, and everybody who watched the live when we did some breathing techniques. Do these breathing techniques that I talked about. You will see a difference, and I want to talk about it next Sunday and see what it was like for you. So show up, pull up next Sunday. I want to hear your experience, okay? And drop in the comments daily what you're experiencing, if it's changing your life every day, because I promise you it will. I love you all, man. Again, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you on the next 5, on the next video, or somewhere around the world. Until then, let's go! You got this. You guys are amazing, and you're doing amazing. And I'll see you soon.